Continuing our discussion on World Refugee Day, we speak to refugee activist Lilianne Fan on offering better protection to refugees.
The situation of refugees here in Malaysia has improved, in fact, over the years, but we're still facing a situation where they don't have legal recognition and legal rights. So I think that's where the difficulty comes in. There's definitely a lot more awareness about refugees in Malaysia by the general public, and I think that in general Malaysians are actually quite sympathetic, but the issue is that we don't yet have concrete policies that allow refugees to access services. So when you have documentation, it's much easier for you to access services such as healthcare, as well as access work rights, legal work rights, and that then enables you to pay for other services that are needed. So I think they're all really connected. You know, education, work rights, and other things are really all at the bottom of it an issue about legal documentation. So that's really the basic issue which we are hoping to get, because that gives the biggest kind of protection to refugees anywhere, including in Malaysia.
Malaysia may not be ready to sign the 1951 Refugee Convention, but concrete measures are needed for better protection of the group.
We really need to approach this from, what we call a whole of society approach, which means that the government, the private sector, civil society, refugee communities themselves, all really have to work together to find what's acceptable. And, we need to do more education to the public so they realize that giving refugees rights doesn't take away from the rights of locals, and in fact, in some ways may even enhance, opportunities for locals. And we also need to really work with the government to try to develop, policies that make sense, that are designed in a fair way, that offer protection, but also have, the right balance of obviously concerns about security. So I think it's about getting all these stakeholders around a table and really trying to discuss concretely what are the next steps that, how do we actually move forward on this. So I do think that, hopefully there's more recognition of the issue of refugees in Malaysia, and as we become more aware of these issues as a nation, I hope that we can find some strategies in order to develop the policies that suit us.